Learn once and never forget. Whatever you learn in English, never forget. Why I am giving you the task after the task to speak? Why? I have included all these tasks in my method so that you can also become fluent, you can practice. Hi everyone, my name is Shalima and welcome back to my another session of learning English and improving your English speaking skills with me. This session is going to be extremely important and special. Why? Because there is this problem everybody faces when they are learning a particular language, and we are talking about English language, the global language. That's what. This one problem that is faced by a lot of people, that is they learn the language, they learn something in language, but they feel like they are forgetting it. They forget to use the words, the vocabulary, the phrases, whatever they are learning in the language. So I am going to tell you something. I am going to tell you a technique, a method through which you will learn English once and remember it forever. So learn English once and never forget it. So this method really helpful for you. Alright guys? So if you are ready for this, so let me know in the comment section, and before beginning, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get all the lessons that I post for you on this channel, and please like the video and share it with your friends, with your loved one and with the person who really need this. So now coming back to today's lesson, that is learn once and never forget English, and this is going to be a great method for you. So I am going to give you the complete demo. I am going to break down all the steps. There are total 6 steps that is involved in this particular method that I have created for all of you. So this is something that I have personally created. I have come with this particular technique, and this particular method is going to help you a lot. All the steps that I have developed for all of you. So this particular method is something that would help you to learn English once and never forget it. Why? Because we are focusing on the quality of learning rather than the quantity of learning. Because a lot of times people end up learning 10 words together, maybe 15 phrases together, something that's like kind of something that's too much in quantity, and they forget to pay attention towards quality. That means retention. How much are you retaining after learning? That is very important. A lot of time you just learn it, you store it, and then you forget it there in your memory. But over the time you forget it, you have just stored it in your memory. You are not habitual of using it, retrieving it back from your memory. And we are going to create a particular storage and retrieval process through this particular method and this technique, and you are able to use English easily. So you are going to speak English so fluently because it's there with you, and you are also able to use it. You are able to retrieve it. You are confident about it. So let's begin with all the methods. Let's begin with, so before beginning all the steps, what we are going to do is, I'm going to tell you what we are going to do for this. For an example, I am going to take a word, okay? For instance, you are learning a particular word. You can apply this method to any word, any phrase, anything that you are learning in English, any concept. And I am going to take a word because it's very easy for you to remember the technique and also understand it. So let's take a word, dubious. It's a very lovely, interesting word, and this is going to be a great session. So let's begin with the step number 1. Step number 1 is to speak the word out loud 5 times. That is repeating it. What a lot of people do is, they read the word, they read the meaning, and that's it. No, our goal is to speak English. For that, we have to make our mind prepared enough to speak it. Okay. It's like training your mind to speak, not just to learn it, but to speak it. so that once you learn, you never forget. Okay, the word out loud 5 times. So the word is dubious. Dubious. Let's do it. Repeat after me. Dubious. Dubious. That's great. So guys, one last time. Dubious. Excellent. So we have repeated the word 5 times out loud. Now whenever you have to speak the word dubious, you will not hesitate. You will be able to speak it dubious, right? So we have spoken in a lot of, we done the practice of speaking it. Now when you are speaking it out loud, you have to pay attention towards the pronunciation, right? Now the pronunciation was clear and it was covered because I was demonstrating. But how to check pronunciation when you are learning this word on your own? For that, you have to simply check out the dictionary. Alright, you can go onto the Google and you can check out the dictionary. You will get a particular pronunciation there. When you type a word, you will get a pronunciation also, right? So there is a speaker button. You will have to click on that and then you will listen to that word, how they are pronouncing. Alright, now what's the step number 2? Let's move forward, okay? So step number 2 is to, as you can see on the screen, there is the meaning. You have to read out loud. The meaning, that is the step number 2, read out loud. The meaning of the word, right? So dubious, dubious is doubtful. Okay, dubious means that you do not know whether something is true or not. It can be true, it cannot be true. Dubious, it's a doubtful. So there is a lot of uncertainty around the particular thing, that the topic that we are talking about. So dubious, right? That's the meaning. So speak it out loud once, then read it silently, then you read the meaning, okay? Once silently, once out loud. This is going to help you to understand the meaning in a better way. Now once you know the meaning, what is next? Once you know the meaning, this is not the end there. There are a few more steps ahead, and if you spend some time and do all the steps, take up all the steps, and you have to learn the word, learn anything just once, and you are always going to use it. You will be able to remember it, right? Because you are focusing on quality, right? We focus on the quality of learning, not quantity. Because when we learn with quality, we learn more, we retain more, and we are able to use more. So when we use more, we become more fluent. Now it's step number 3. So the step number 3 is to focus on the example sentences and speak it 2 times out loud. Example sentences, there are always an example sentences given. There are more example sentences given there. It can be 2, 3, so guys, you can check my day 1, day 2, day 3 videos. There you will get a lot of sentences. Alright, so here you can use the sentences by using dubious. Alright, we have to repeat them out loud, speak them 2 times, right? Let's practice, let's do it with me. So guys, this is the demo time. Let's do it, okay? You will have to repeat after me. These claims are dubious and not scientifically proven. Great. One more time. These claims are dubious and not scientifically proven. Lovely. So you have to speak them out loud too. Now, what is happening here? You are practicing how to use that particular word in a sentence. So once you have spoken it out loud, what you are doing is you are creating mind memory to speak the word. Now, you are creating the mind memory to use the word in a particular sentence for you. And it will be really easy in the future because now you know how to use that particular word in a sentence, right? How to use a particular word in a sentence. You are clear about everything, and with this particular step, you are creating great mind memory for yourself. Now, let's talk about the step number 4. So, the step number 4 is before this, the previous 3 steps were the part of learning process, right? Now, these are the 3 steps which are coming ahead. Step 4, 5 and 6, They are something that's for your own practice to solidify everything that you have learned till now. Okay, what you have to do as part of step 4 is write 2 example sentences of your own. So you are going to write 2 example sentences of your own. Now you have understood the word, the meaning, you know how to use it in a sentence, and it's time to put to practice whatever you have learned. You have to write down 2 sentences, right, of your own. Create 2 sentences, and after creating 2 sentences, just write them down somewhere in your notebook. Do not do anything. Do not just write one word, one sentence, and then start speaking and everything. No, you just have to write down 2 sentences, create them, think about them in the mind right now, and do not speak anything. Every process should be there here in your mind. So silently think about it, write sentences, write down the number 2, and this is what you have to do. So when you are doing, if you know how to use it in a sentence, the correct drama structure, the correct sentence structure, you are practicing everything with it. And this is going to help you a lot in the future when you are using that particular word. Now let's talk about the step number 5. So step number 5 is to speak those 2 sentences out loud. You have written in your journal, somewhere you have written in the notebook. You have to speak them out loud. Again, we are creating a mind memory to speak, so you can say also the mouth memory to speak the words. The more you speak, the more memory you are creating for yourself to use it in the future. The more fluency you are creating for yourself, right? The whole idea of all these steps, why I am giving you steps after steps to speak, why I am giving you the task after task to speak. Why I have included all these tasks in my method, so that you can also become fluent, right? You can practice speaking. So my purpose is to increase fluency. When you are learning something, you are able to become fluent using that particular thing in the language learning, and method will help you to do. So this particular method in which we are speaking it time and time again. And the step number 5 is again speak out loud 2 times. For example, let's take an example sentence. I was rather dubious about this particular trip, right? So you have to speak them, the sentence, whatever you have written 2 sentences. Speak them out loud one by one. And let's do a demo. Repeat after me, guys. I was rather dubious about this particular trip. Okay, one more time. I was rather dubious about this particular trip. Excellent. So you must have written one more sentence. Speak that out loud too, and this will help you to create great memory and fluency too. Now let's talk about the step number 6. So step number 6 is the last step to use the particular word in your speaking practice. Now this step number 6, you are using the particular word, the phrase, the idiom, whatever you are learning. For instance, you are speaking on a particular topic, you are doing your speaking practice. You have taken a particular topic, you can include the word, think about it, and where you can use it, how to use it, and what to do. For instance, you are talking about climate change. You can use the word, you can fit it anywhere, right? I am dubious about all the things that people are doing these days, or whatever is happening, how the climate is changing, it's affecting. So the word can fit there anywhere. For example, you are talking about a particular favorite movie of yours. You can actually talk about particular scene, how dubious you were about what would happen next, about a plot twist, right? So you can use the word in your speaking practice, and this would help you to give a particular chance to use it in the real life situation too. So use the word dubious, right? So whatever the word you are learning in your speaking practice, that was just an example. So do this and you will never forget whatever you learn in English. So this method, these steps are going to help you to learn English once and never forget whatever you learn in English. Alright, so use these method. If you will take up this method, you are going to focus on the quality of learning, and this will help you to remember everything and that you will learn in English. Remember guys, speak it out loud, okay, every time. So guys, I would like to inform you one more thing here, as I have started a spoken English series. Alright, so you can check these lessons also, where I am sharing more structures. I am giving you a lot of sentences, so from there you can take the sentences and then you can use it in your daily life. Alright, so that's it for today's video guys. I think you like the video. If you like the video, please give thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So thanks for watching. Bye bye, take care.